When I first moved in, about 6 years ago, it was in August, there was a lot of stuff that went down from the very first night. It was my ex-wife and I were here. And the very first night, she woke me up in the middle of the night and was like, get him. I was like, what? There's a man in the room. He's sitting in a chair. And I was like, what? So what do you want me to do? You gotta take that chair out of here. That chair's got it. The chair's got it. I was like, okay. So I got the chair and I carried it downstairs and I put it there.
There were a couple of other people.
She was satisfied. However, that man will come back as we go to some other rooms, in particular the bedroom where the chair was, because apparently taking the chair out was a problem.
Well, let me just ask. I'm going to re-ask some of the questions that I asked you before. When your ex-wife saw a man in the chair, how did she describe it? What was the best description that you recall?
She did not. I didn't actually think to ask her any details, but she said it was an old guy.
If you have any spirit guides, you can call them right now. All that we ask is that we're here out of respect. We're here to learn. We're here to acknowledge. But please give us our space as well.
You guys mind if I take some photographs?
No. I have a pendulum, so let's see if maybe that can work. If you're in this room, can you make the pendulum go in a circle? It's moving and I'm not moving it.
Yeah, it looks like that smoke to me.
It is moving and I'm not moving it.
Over manual.
Can you make it stop moving? Make it stop. You could do it. Thank you. Now, I want you to move the pendulum in a circle for yes and back and forth for no. Do you like us being here? Can you move it in a circle if you're a male? I'm still. Can you make the pendulum stop, please? Thank you. Are you the one that likes to play with the dogs? Move the pendulum in a circle for yes and back and forth for no, please. I'm not even moving this. Can you make it stop, please? Is there another question anyone wants to ask?
Is the pendulum, what is the pendulum? Is it metal? Is it crystal?
It's amethyst and it's silver. You want to ask it a question?
No, but I feel like when that was happening, I saw this smoky situation in this vicinity, just like I was describing, but I can't tell if it's just a reflection on my glasses or what, but I was like really like...
Alright, well let's ask it. It's still for you, so was that you making a mist around the pendulum? Circle it for yes. Keep it still for no.
See it. it not on the pendulum, but like
Around it.
around and over here. But again, I'm like trying to.
It's moving. I'm not even moving my hand right now. It is really still. Can you make it stop, please? Make the pendulum stop for me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Are you the one that was standing in the middle of the doorway? And Robert, was it you that's on? You and your then wife or girlfriend? All right. Was that you in the doorway that when Mr. Apricot saw you, he started barking? If that was you in the doorway, can you make the pendulum move in a circle, please? I just saw something, like a little light, just right here.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Alright, it's moving in a circle, and I'm not even moving it. And my right hand feels really cold. So it's confirming. Okay. Stop. Thank you. Hold on. And nothing's on, huh? My hand is really cold.
No, they see it.
Okay, yeah, my right hand is really cold. Mother, mend.
Joe, Kelsey, Bush.
Alright, how about this? Do you like the current tenants that are living in your house right now? Move the pendulum in a circle for yes, keep it still for no. Will they like you? Can you?
I saw the smoke again. She said the minute the text came in, someone downstairs said, I think I saw the smoke. She, like literally, like as if they read the text I was on.
Is Lilia with her?
Maybe. I don't know who's with her.
Because Lilia was also picking up something downstairs when she went to the restroom. So I'm wondering if she's in her group too. But she's really, she's very sensitive. Well, oh man. I'm like really cold right now. Okay. Is there anything you want to ask them, Albert?
No.
No, really, I'm good.
I missed specific questions.
Is there any questions anybody wishes to ask?
Just, I was wondering if they ever seen people like us. I mean, they're used to camera crews where...
Are they used to people that curse?
No, people that looks for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're used to cameras.
This is the first ghost hunt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, let's ask it. Maybe it's still real quick. All right, let's ask this. Move the pendulum in a circle if you like these ghost hunts. ask that Robert and Craig coordinate here. So keep it still for now. I'm not moving anything. Can you make the pendulum stop, please? Okay, so they like it. Okay.
Yes, the
Dude,
first time.
I got really,
time.
I got cold.
Well, since this is the first ghost hunt, I mean, let's say they're looking at us and they're wondering what some of this stuff we have in our hands. Maybe we might want to explain what it is. Like, for example, that device with the light in the middle of the room, that's a K2. And it goes without saying that if you wave your hand around it, cross above it, it will tell us that you're here. Can you do that for us? Just walk or wave your hand.
Chain.
Jane?
Chain.
And just, I guess, the chain.
Okay, with that said, that device that he has, if you talk to it or if you talk to us, that machine will tell us what you're trying to say. So if you say a word, the word will come up there. Can you say pendulum?
You know why? I think they're old school. That's what I took. They're old school. Are you guys familiar with the David Will? Or yeah?
Sorry. How's it going in here? Good. Okay, I think we need to switch out. Let the people downstairs come up and you guys check out the room there. How's that? Sounds good. With the question or
I got the word dirt, by the way.
Yeah, before there was a question about flowers or plants, the dirt came up.
Yeah.
The lights didn't get here.
Now it's respect. I got T.
It says respect.
you got T
Release. T.
and you got
It was molecular dirt.
in respect. I said
And respect that.
Dirt. What have you got going in your hands? Oh, very cool. I've never seen a thermal done quite like that.
Oh, he invented it. Not invented, but like he like
I mean, it makes it
Yeah.
Stanford.
Cool.
I'm curious to ask if there's any women left here that may be sticking around for one reason or another. Do you like the decor that they've chosen?
Do you know how to turn on the radio? Can you turn on the radio for us? I love how quiet this house is, but I also love the sound of the antique clock from here.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I grew up in playing in a haunted antebellum home in the deep south, and that's what I remember is those old clocks.
Everything's haunted there, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's true.
Was there a sick child here? There was a ghost child in the antebellum home where I grew up playing. I never saw her, but always wanted to.
How did you know about her? What happened?
I heard about it through my family. My parents.
So they had experiences.
And no, it's the owners of the house that we were family friends with them
Yeah.
at the time. They're both deceased, and they told the stories. It was not public knowledge at that time, but in 1972, it finally went public knowledge, and that was probably right around the year I heard about it, or maybe I heard about it a year before. I was just a little kid, so I was ghost hunting. I was looking for the ghost at 6, 7 years old. Never found her, but the ghost girl was supposed to be about my age. So I was disappointed. But I love the sound of those clocks that they had in the house, and it was a 3-story, pre-Civil War home, and bats would be. I mean, it was so cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So what was the story of the little girl?
No one ever knew because they did, research the genealogy, and there were no deaths, and everyone lived, full lives that they could find. So thinking that maybe it was either a distant family member that lived and died there, or maybe a neighbor, down the street, and this is a pretty good theory, is that if you love the place, even if after you've lived a full life, you might be able to come back at the age you want.
Question.
The Oviatt building, downtown Los Angeles, is haunted by a little boy that runs up and down the hallways. This little boy did not start appearing until Oviatt's son passed away. And Oviatt's son used to run around that building as a little boy, but Oviatt's son lived to be an old man before he died. But I find it interesting that according to the Oviatt's historian, is that people didn't start seeing this little boy in 1920s, 1930s clothes until after, like Oviatt Jr., I forgot his name, but he was the son, the Oviatt that built the building. And Oviatt lived there and he died there. His son did not. But maybe that was he wanted to haunt that place after his death, and he could pick the time he was most happiest.
Back to your happy place, yeah.
So it's possible.
Do you have a name?
I'd have to look up the person's name. Mark? Question, appetite? Huh.
You still there?
Oh, there it is.
Come play with the lights.
Yeah.
What would you like us to talk about? If you could say one thing using one word to convey one message, what would that one word be? Did you listen to the radio? Were you married to Mary Reese? Are you her husband? I want to say your name was Alvis. It was either Alvis.
No?
Alvis, Alton.
Play with the lights. Show us that you're here.
Your twin's upstairs.
I was hoping it would be behind that door.
Very